This is the Pilates session from March to April 2020. You can use it to follow at home if you want to, or you can use it as part of the online sessions that we'll be providing. It's going to be split up into the warm-up session, the main phase, and then the stretches. I'm also going to have additional sessions for the intermediate classes so they can look at some of the more advanced moves that they've had in their sessions. If you can complete all of the sessions with all of the progressions and wait 2 days to make sure there's no injuries, you could potentially look at some of those intermediate exercises. But if you can't do every single progression all the way through and be completely confident that you have no illnesses or injuries as a result of that, then I wouldn't recommend looking at the intermediate exercises because I'm not going to be there to help you. Okay, but that's us. We're ready to go now. So we're going to start off with our first mobilizers. From here, I want you to stand tall, bring your feet hip width apart, widen out through your toes and soften through your knees. You're going to drop that pelvis under and let the tailbone lengthen towards the floor. Feel the rib cage ascending from the pelvis here. Tuck the chin in and let the shoulders come back and down. Take a nice deep breath and exhale. You're going to feel that rib cage expanding as you inhale and exhale. Brilliant. Now from here, we're going to take the weight across to the sides of the feet, pressing the hip out to the side, back to the center and to the other side. As you let those feet roll from side to side, feel that hip mobilizing all the time. So as you come from one side to the other, you're pressing that hip out and you're shifting the weight. This is helping mobilize the hips. It's helping stretch through the sides of the body. And your tummy muscles are warming up and preparing for the exercises to come. We're going to do one more to each side. Now, channel your inner hula hooper. We're coming into our pelvic rolls. So we're going to circle the pelvis round one way, and then we'll change and do it the other way. Inhale to start the circle and exhale to finish. And keep going. If you get any pain, especially in the lower back, you can monitor this and you can modify it, making it slightly smaller. But we do want to get some mobility through those hips, so just take it easy. If you're getting really mobile through the hips, you might find that you can keep the knees and the shoulders entirely still. And that would be something to aim for if you wanted. One more each way. And the last one here. Now our hip hitches. You're going to come up onto the ball of one foot, pulling that hip up towards the armpit. You'll lower it back down again. The same on the other side. And lower back down. And just keep going, don't hurry. That's it. So you raise as you exhale and you inhale to lower. Good. So more mobility being built through the hips, stretching through the side of the body as you raise and lower, keeping that tall posture all the time. Last one here. We're going to do the same set of moves again, this time with the arms raised. So stretch them up high, drop the shoulders down, and roll to the outside of the foot as the arms come across. With the arms helping ballast you, you can come further into the move. You've done a few mobilizers now, so your hips might be ready for more. Exhale to the side, and inhale to the center. Just let the breath control the pace. There's no hurry. One more each side. You're going to bring the hands out in front now, clasp them together and let the shoulders come back and down. As you circle your pelvis, you'll circle your arms the opposite direction. We're mobilizing through the pelvis and we're getting some mobility through the shoulders while we go. Inhale to start and exhale to finish. You're going to do 2 more each way. Make sure your tongue's not going round in your mouth at this point. How are you doing? Are you managing to coordinate? We bring the hands up high again, drop the shoulders down nice and low. This time as you hitch the hip up, you'll stretch the opposite arm away. You'll come back and do the same on the other side. So you're really reaching through one side of the body as you hitch the hip on the other side. Exhale to reach and inhale to return. And one more each side. And your last one here. Let the hands come back down, and we're ready for our T step now. We're going to create the letter T with our feet, and then we're going to take that foot out to the side. All of the weight remains on this supporting leg. You can sweep that hand over and out, and we can make this move bigger each time. You can add a bend through the knee to warm up through that knee and hip joint. We'll do one more. And then change onto the other side. So T-step first of all. The weight staying on this supporting leg. Just mobilizing through the hip joint as you turn it in and out. Let the hands come with you, increasing that mobility all the time. Warming up through the shoulders. And then when you're ready, we can come into a slight knee bend. Just take this as far as is appropriate. You can hold on to something for support if you want to. And we'll do two more. And return. One final warm-up move now. This is our roll down, and I'll show you the optional walk out if you want to. So standing at the end of the mat, inhale to prepare and exhale to roll all the way down. Let the head tuck in and then ripple through the spine, through the belly muscles as you relax down to the floor. Inhale here and then walk your hands out along the floor. If you're in the intermediate class, you'll want to tiptoe your toes up towards your heels before you roll back up. If you're in the normal other classes, you'll want to just walk back up at this point. So the move itself will be slightly shorter. So if I show you the full move from here, you exhale to roll down. You inhale here and you exhale to walk out. Inhale here, exhale to press the hips back behind you as you walk the hands back in and roll up. But don't forget, you can just do the roll down if you want to. So you roll down, inhale here, and exhale to roll up. So do two more rolls down or one more plank walk out. And roll back up. Square the shoulders back and down. And that's the warm-up completed. Well done. Start off at the outside corners of your mat and take a big step forward. Make sure you've got the side of your foot in line with the mat here. And then looking forward, press that back heel down to the floor to stretch off through the calf muscle. Raise the hands up high. Inhale here, and then as you exhale, lift that back heel from the floor and press the hip forward to stretch down through the front of the hip. Hold it here. Inhale here, and then take the opposite hand around onto the knee. Lengthen the torso up. You can bring your hand down to the floor at this point if you want to increase that rotation. Take both hands now onto that front leg and lengthen it out. Press the hips back behind you so the stretch is felt in the back of the thigh. You can increase that stretch by taking the hands down to the floor, but try to maintain a straight back. Raise back up again. And we'll do the whole lot on the other side. So inhale here and exhale to take that step forward, pressing the heel back down to the floor and lining up the edge of the foot with the side of the mat. Hold it here and raise the arms up high. Bend that front knee so the stretch is felt in the front of this back hip here. Inhale to prepare. And exhale to sweep the arm round onto the knee into your rotation. You can take that hand down to increase that rotation if you want to. Inhale here, and take both hands onto that front knee. Straighten that leg out, pressing the hips back behind you. Inhale here, and exhale to stand back up. And you've done. Stretch the hands into the air and give yourself a clap. You did a brilliant job. Well done. And thank you for joining us. Bye.